Hi, I'm Dr. Melissa West, and today's question comes to us from Facebook from Justin, and he wants to know if there's any way that he can ease himself into wheel pose, and that's one of those big back bends where you come into an arch, your feet are on the ground, your hands are on the ground, and your chest is arching up towards the ceiling, and then you end up looking sort of towards the ground. So it's called Urdhva Dhanurasana. And yes, there are lots of tips to coming into wheel pose. So here's a lot of things that I learned about coming into wheel pose. Number one is that it's about leg strength, not arm strength, coming into wheel pose. So you need to push up from your legs. You need to work on thoracic spine flexibility, flexibility in your shoulders, flexibility in your wrists. And that's the key to coming into wheel pose. Also, try coming into wheel pose from different positions. Rather than pushing up, try coming into wheel pose from downward facing dog instead, so that it's like coming into it like you come into it like wild thing pose. So approach it from different positions. Try coming into wheel pose from standing, so from walking down into wheel pose, walk down from a wall. This will start to show you where your weaknesses are in wheel pose pretty much straight away, because if you're walking down a wall, you'll see that probably there's tightness in your thoracic spine, and then you need to work on your thoracic spine. Work on wheel pose in a different way. So work on bow pose instead, which is the same shape from a different orientation to the ground. So it's like lying on your belly and doing that shape in a different orientation to gravity. I do actually I don't teach wheel pose anymore in Namaste Yoga for two reasons. Number one, I think it's one of those poses where you do need to work with a teacher in a class, because it works way better if you have assisting going on. Not only one teacher, but I think it's a pose that works really well if you have two teachers assisting that pose. Also, I think it's a pose that takes more than an hour to prepare your body for. So it wasn't even a pose that I was teaching anymore in my regular yoga classes. It was a pose that I would teach on retreats when we had 2-hour classes. So, but that being said, I did teach it once on a Namaste Yoga, so you can go and check out Namaste Yoga episode number 30, and we'll link to it in the show notes.
Finding a great yoga class is becoming more costly and difficult. Now there's a better way to self-improvement in the privacy of your own home. Visit Dr. Melissa West at melissawest.com and start getting free weekly online videos. Real yoga for real people.